who's got a full-time job right now and owes a lot. Woo!
So today I thought we'd try something a bit different. We're going to hang out with my mate Stephen. A really interesting guy. Runs his own business making mead, which is beer made from honey. He'll tell you more about it because he knows a lot more about it than I do. He has no idea that I got myself a GT-R. We're actually sitting in his driveway right now. He can't actually see from his house where we are, which is good because I want to surprise him with this.
There's nothing there, it's just my car.
Yeah, that's a surprise.
Oh.
Come have a look.
Oh, who's got a full-time job right now? Doo-dah, doo-dah. Who's got a full-time job right now and owes a lot? Woo! Wow. That's awesome.
I did it.
You did it. Wacko. What is this?
2008.
That looks awesome. It's got the scratch on the side. Oh, that's great, man. I think the Pokemon thin slightly.
Oh yeah, that's my camera bag.
Yeah.
Has all the camera equipment in it.
Yeah. No, I think maybe time to change that. Time to change that to something with Vikings and horns and shit.
More your style than mine.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, look at your hair, sunshine. Look in the mirror. That looks awesome. Oh, wow.
I reckon you should put some shoes on and we'll go for a drive.
Oh, I think that's an awesome idea.
Let's do it.
Woo! Oh, I'm in. Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, it speaks Japanese to me because everything's in Japanese.
And you know, and that said, that means?
Something about an SD card.
Cool. How long have you had it?
Like a week and a half.
Really?
Yeah.
I got a thing, it couldn't have been too long. Window goes down. Oh. It's alright, it's nice stiff suspension. Oh, wacko. Well, you must be feeling quietly chuffed.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Sports car suspension. Look at that. Flash. Oh. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I thought you'd like this bit. So 3.6 something? 3.8?
Yeah, 3.8 litre.
3.8 litre. What's it like on the juice? Have you taken out for a good poke yet?
Yeah, I've had to fill up a couple of times.
Awesome. Yeah, it'd be great on the highways. But yeah, that's a really stiff ride, isn't it? So no body roll.
Sticks like glue.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I just like it being a passenger anyway. That's awesome. Don't have to be the driver. That's great.
Good measure of a car, isn't it? Like how much fun you can have as a passenger.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, see, the thing is, I love being a passenger, but it never happens because I'm always the driver. Whatever you want to do, Squire. Oh, listen to that.
Oh, we should have tried to beat them. In fact, we easily could have done.
Yeah, I know. I was disappointed too, but you know, it's a new car for you. Oh, that's so visceral. That is so visceral. Yeah, now you're not going to get it done. Now we get to see that those vented discs are doing their job right now.
I thought you'd like that.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. I actually had my friend Chris from TAFE has a Tesla.
Yeah.
And he took me for a spin around here recently as well. Turned up.
Okay.
It's actually quite good being out here at Dilson because anyone who wants to go for a poke, come and visit and bring me their new car. Oh, yeah, for a ride. But that was really interesting too because it's that no delay, instant torque.
Yeah, they just go.
That's right. I couldn't believe that speed thing from that new Tesla. What, you know, you're 1.3 something to 60.
Yeah. Well, I actually thought about getting one.
As opposed to this, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting a brand new Model 3.
Yeah.
But at home, there's nowhere to plug it in to charge it.
Oh.
Like just with where we're living at the moment. So I thought, okay, well, don't have to charge a GT-R.
No. No, you just go and visit your good friends at the BP, and they'll provide you with liquid sustenance for the vehicle.
And for myself.
Oh yes, that's right. Oh look, a sugary drink.
Yeah, exactly.
Or a high octane drink. And is it just What's the? Do you have to put in the high octane fuel? Or?
Yeah, you can't really run these on anything other than 98.
Yeah, I thought so. I used to have to put in an additive when I had the Morris Minor.
Yeah, okay.
With a note because it didn't have well, it was still a leaded thing.
Yeah.
So you get valve seat recession and all that sort of stuff. So
Yeah.
and look, a Morris Minor needs all the grunt that it can possibly muster. Oh, that's fun. That's just awesome. You scare the learner, that's right. That power is amazing.
Tell me about your Morris Minor.
1958 Morris Minor, 948 cc's of throbbing power.
That's tiny. Wow.
Yeah, it was. But that's standard. That was actually in 58. The 58 version was 948. Then they went to 1098. That was it. That's about it. You got to about 1100 cc's. Mine was 58. Still had the semaphore ports for it.
Yeah.
Where no indicators. They didn't have that, so the semaphore just pops out. They were still there.
Yeah.
But they were just disconnected. The wiring was hilarious because I mean, you look at all of this. You open the bonnet and look at the wiring. There are 2 fuses, one for the engine and one for the lights. That's it.
Wow,
and they ran the radio off one of those. That was it. When you think about the electricity that's in these, you know, there's nothing. But yeah, no, it was really cool. Bought it for all of $1,800 back in 1994, and then proceeded to pull it to bits.
Yeah, okay.
Pulled it apart, and then rebuilt the engine, cleaned up any minor little rust things. And there was very little. I pulled it totally to pieces, and then I reassembled it with more fish oil than anything else. That was just every seam was dripping with fish oil.
Wow. Okay.
And it was that was quite funny. At the back you'd actually see it when you crawled underneath when I crawled underneath to put the because I had the brake lines redone.
Yeah.
So I just crawled underneath to reinstall them, and you can see every seam had these little dried beads of fish oil that just dripped through it. So that car is still going now. No rust. Absolutely schmick. She was.
Nice.
Resprayed it in this black blue sort of colour, and I was gradually redoing the interior. So I was working outside in. Rebuilt the engine, new chassis rails, had bigger brakes, Morris Major front drums on it, which means it sort of stopped, and you didn't have to think into next year to contemplate that stopping. And that's really interesting about, you think about the little squirt that you did up there behind that guy on the boat. A, well, the Morris Minor never had that much power anyway. But B, you can actually drive this far closer to the limit. Whereas with the Morris Minor, you've got to be thinking, you've got to be looking down here. You've got to throw the weights out. You're going to take between there and then actually pull up. Brake fade and all those sorts of things. So it's really interesting. It's a totally different style of driving, you know, because it's you've got to look much further ahead to try and so it's really interesting. And of course, spur first gear manual. Spur first gear, of course, means you can't change back into first while you're driving. You only change back into first when you're stationary. There's no synchro. So your synchro is on 4, 3, and 2, but not on first. I mean, that's the very old, really old technology. It was the first monocoque construction car for Morris, and even the Morris Minor there is actually for if you've got a ute or a van, there's sort of like a Sammy chassis still there.
Yeah.
Because you can actually, the ute and the van are on the same shell, so you can either make it into a ute by popping that tray on, or make it into a van by popping that thing on. And they just bolt down.
That's pretty cool.
They just bolt on. That's it.
Yeah.
Go onto Mr. YouTube and have a look. A Morris 8 just chassis.
Yeah.
They just drive around in the thing. You put a bolt seat to it and just drive around. Is it clutchless this as well?
Well, I don't have a clutch pedal.
Oh,
But,
yes,
yeah.
yes. That's a short answer, yep.
Yeah, it's a dual clutch transmission, so it's just like they have in like F1 cars and stuff.
Ah.
Well, the gearbox is controlled by a computer, which pre-selects the next gear.
Ah.
It'll only have one clutch engaged at a time. What it'll do is it'll just disengage one and just engage the next clutch, like in the snap of a second. Yeah, you're already ready to go.
That's impressive work.
So like now, if I downshift, an instant guesses what gear you want to be in next, and just has it ready to go. So as soon as you hit the pedals, it's just straight into it.
Oh wow! Because I was interested in some of the more recent performance petrol vehicles.
Yeah.
That they're actually using electric motors to keep the turbos pre-spooled up.
Yeah.
So when you change the turbo, there's no turbo lag. It's just it's like starting to get the best of both worlds. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I love fun shit like that. That's great. I'd never end up buying a performance vehicle because it would just be too bad. Be too dangerous, too fast.
I don't drive like that all the time.
No. Sure, I'd say that too. YouTube, you saw it here first. He does not drive like that all the time. And the next person that's in this vehicle with him will be saying exactly the same thing, or rather, he'll be saying exactly the same. I don't drive like that all the time. That was so flat going around that roundabout. Just no body roll.
Yeah.
That was amazing. See, look at that. See, even that braking, because you know that it'll stop.
Yeah.
You know, in Morris Minor, I'd be back there going, oh, there's a car up in front of me. I might have to stop soon. I better start thinking about that.
No, I'm glad that they went with disc brakes on this.
Oh yeah, yes.
Imagine drum brakes on one of these, you kill yourself.
Well, no. Well, the thing is that they had one prototype that had drums, and after that test pilot killed themselves, they decided not to do that again.
The unofficial history of the GT-R.
Yeah, the GT-R, that's right. Let's go with drum brakes, Quan. Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's do it. That'll save a few bucks. Where's the test car? Oh, about that. Tell me, did you like the test driver? Oh, not really. Oh, good. Then you won't mind this. You won't mind what I'm about to tell you then. The untold history of Nissan GT-R. These sacrificial test drivers. This is Kuni Ishiwa dead. We would like to thank their families for the sacrifice they made for us making this car. Do you know the story of Sterling Moss and the Mille Miglia race with the Jag? Yeah, it is just this turn, just before you get too carried away. Yeah, it's the XK. It's one of the performance Jag, like one of the with the. It was the first they developed disc brakes. This first car had disc brakes in this particular car, and so you've heard about the Mille Miglia, you know, the most famous, just Targa sort of style around street circuit race. Yeah. It stopped because people killed themselves on it all the time because it was just too scary. The co-driver for Sterling Moss drove it from England to Italy. Then they did the race. And then they just drove it home. So it's total street legal cars and things like that. This Jag developed the disc brake, and they lost. It's like developing aircraft in the 1940s. Here's our test pilot. Your affairs are in order.
Yeah.
Hop on in. Tell us what you think. I can guess what he was going to say. I'm just going to make a phone call. I need another test pilot.
I'm hoping that in like the next couple of decades, they'll make cars, like electric cars, that can also make you food as they're driving you places. That'd be amazing.
Well, your load, I mean, really what you do is you go to the supermarket and you buy a magazine of this flat food and you just slot them in.
Yeah, like food pellets.
Yeah, and then they just mix
Just
them.
rehydrate on the go. Yeah, so the camera turned itself off because it got a bit too hot in the sun. And then, yeah, in waiting for it to cool down, Stephen and I got talking and then we ran out of time. I'm going to go back hopefully next weekend and yeah, we'll continue the video from there.